He has a crown on.
Excuse me, what land lies beyond?
What land? Chessboard Land, you knave!
I see. And is Chessboard Land part of the land of the Green Isles?
It is the home of the red and white queens, rulers of the Isle of Wonder, fairest of the islands that owe loyalty to the king of the land of the Green Isles. But perhaps not for long.
What do you mean?
What is the purpose of unity with the great king and queen dead? The princess is worth serving, but the feud with the other isles is strong.
Oh, shit.
I must insist, Your Highness. I shall send a lump of coal to the Vizier and the Princess as a present for their wedding, and that's the end of it.
And I suppose you'll leave me with only this stupid spoiled egg to send, Your Highness. I want to impress the new king and queen of the realm as much as you do. As queen of this island, I have every right to that lump of coal.
Who isn't queen of this isle? The lump of coal is in my possession. Therefore, I shall do as I please with it. Besides, there's nothing wrong with that spoiled egg.
The egg, though delightfully spoiled, is not nearly so valuable as the lump of coal, and you know it. Your Highness always got to carry the singing stone. It's not fair that you get the coal, too.
That doesn't count. The singing stone was stolen by that horrid beast. I should get to keep the coal just because my stone was stolen.
It wasn't your stone. It belonged to the Isle of Wonder treasury. Your Highness always thinks that everything is hers.
Excuse me, my good man, but could you settle an argument for us?
Oh, Jesus.
Which of us should get to carry the coal and which the egg? Remember, white is the color of deserving truth and virtue.
Quiet, Your Highness, and let him make up his own mind. I, for one, shall be more proper, and not even mention the fact that red is the color of love.
I'm sorry, Your Majesties. I'm partial to both red and white, but I'm afraid that I don't know how to solve your problem. One of you will just have to be gracious and allow the other the lump of coal.
What a ridiculously stupid idea.
Quite ludicrous.
He was a lot of help, wasn't he?
Oh, yes. Obviously a man of high intelligence.
Hey, bitch, you left.
The lump of coal goes much better with my gown anyway. Black and red are imperial colors.
That's the silliest thing I ever heard. Red does not go with anything, being much too self-conscious. White is the perfect accompaniment to any color.
It's true. Them bitches is crazy.
Alexander picks up the Red Queen's scarf. This.
I found a red scarf. I believe the Red Queen dropped it.
The Red Queen is always dropping her scarves. She thinks it's fashionable. Keep it, and consider yourself honored.
They're not gonna let me go, so I think I know what I need to do. Ah, goodness. I don't remember how to get these two to speak. Oh, you know what? I wonder if I have to pick up some goo. Let me save it. Save poopies! I'm sorry, I have allergies. I just realized I've been sniffing like nonstop.
Yuck. Alexander doesn't want to put his bare hands in that oozy swamp.
Do it, you princess.
The Mucky Swamp is no place for extensive hands-on exploration.
Shit, I don't have anything I can pick. Okay, well. Well, let's just go. Do you remember that on the Isle of the Beast, that pool of water was like...
Alexander pulls out his magic map.
It was kind of hot, right? It was boiling. I wonder if this iceberg lettuce will help with that problem. Let's go.
Alexander feels a strange pulling sensation.
Let's try it. Oh no.
A puddle of green water would have little effect on that boiling pond.
It took too long. It melted. Poop. Let's go this way.
Alexander pulls out his magic map.
I'm gonna see if I can like grab it and then leave fast enough.
Alexander feels a strange pulling sensation.
Yeah, I can grab it and get back to the Isle of the Beast without it melting. Let's...
Alexander already has a frozen head of lettuce. That's wet.
Would you babies be interested in this?
The baby's tears only look up at Alexander with bewildered expressions. They must be a bit young for that.
Damn it.
Alexander doesn't want to pick the baby's tears. They may not be done growing.
I'm gonna... fucking... It's melted. What good is it doing me melted? Nothing. Gosh darn it. Now I'm mad. I don't remember what to do either. Like, I'm not as familiar with this game as I am with King's Quest.
There's no reason to use that.
I am telling you,
Alexander
use it on
pulls out
Alexander.
his magic...
God damn. Okay.
Alexander feels a strange pulling sensation.
Hello, little nightingale. Of what do you sing?
The nightingale only looks at Alexander. Alexander doesn't remember that sign being on the wall before. he decides to take a closer look. It's a proclamation. It reads, "Citizens rejoice, announcing the royal wedding and coronation of Wazir Abdul al-Hazred and Princess Cassima. For reasons of security, the wedding will not be open to the public. Long live the new king and queen of the land of the Green Isles." Alexander feels his stomach turn at the thought of the dread event. If he doesn't do something soon, Cassima will be another man's wife.
Oh, noes.
Hello. I will be right up.
Oh, this guy.
Now, what can I do for you?
An odd-looking man is reading in the stuffed chair. He wears a vest, balloon-style pants, and pointed shoes. There's something deliberately silly about the man, as though he were a performer of some sort.
Good day, sir. Is there anything you can tell me about the land of the Green Isles?
I'm sorry, but I have no time for idle conversation. I'm too worried about the princess.
Excuse me again, sir. You mentioned the princess.
I told you I'm not interested in talking to strangers.
Determined to learn more about the strange man's relationship with the princess, Alexander shows the man his insignia ring and formally introduces himself.
I'm sorry to insist, but my name is Alexander of Daventry, and
I appreciate the offer of the ring, Alexander, but I'm afraid I'm already spoken. Daventry? Where have I heard of Daventry? Flying flit mice. You must be Prince Alexander. Cassima told me about you when she arrived home. How came you here?
why, by a ship now wrecked upon the sand. But you know Cassima? She truly spoke of me?
Yes, I saw her briefly when she first returned home. She mentioned a prince to me, the Prince Alexander of Daventry. I'm afraid that was before she was told about her parents' deaths. You see, she arrived home a few weeks too late. The king and queen thought they'd never see her again. It is said they died of heartbreak. I'm afraid she's blamed herself.
What a terrible homecoming. If we had only known.
Terrible indeed, poor thing. Everyone in the kingdom seems to despair with her these days. The streets are silent.
Where is she now?
The princess is sequestered in mourning. It's a rather dated tradition, and not required, but the Wazir says she insisted out of respect.
I see. You've yet to say who you are, and how you know the princess.
I? Oh, pardon me. My name is Jalo. I am clown to the royal court, and have been since the marriage of Cassima's parents, King Calipham and Queen Alaria. Oh, those were the happy days. The pair of them were so full of joy and life, so in love. And Cassima's birth. It would be hard to explain how long they had waited, how they had hoped for a child. I mean, she was such a charming little thing, smart as a whip, kind and sweet. Oh, she means everything to this kingdom, Alexander, and to me. I'm so terribly worried about her.
About her grief over her parents, you mean?
Well, the truth is, I do not trust the Wazir or his plans for Cassima. I'm still living at the Castle of the Crown as court clown, his clown. But it is more to keep my ear to the ground than out of loyalty. I wish I knew what the princess thinks these days. If only I could find Sing Sing, Cassima's pet nightingale.